Guys, Arsenal have done it again. And when the lights are bright and under pressure, they have potentially bottled the league title. And this time they did it at the house of Bournemouth. It's been a month since Arsenal finally played. It's almost a month when they finally played a Premier League game. And when they returned home today, they didn't return in the best of form. They had lost two of their last three matches, losing both the Carabao Cup and also losing to Southampton in the FA Cup. So now things did this match and a lot of pressure to deliver, and you could tell the atmosphere was very tense because in the first 20 minutes the fans started to whistle and groan when things were not going their way, which Arsenal is a weird club if you think about it, because they are top of the league but their fans are not comfortable, they are not happy, they are under a lot of pressure. I get it, they've not won the league since 2004 and they've seen their teams come close so many times and then miss out. So now there's this sort of, I don't want to say distrust, but they don't fully believe that the players can deliver it. So when things are not going there, when things don't seem to go their way, there's a lot of pressure. And this national team doesn't have a lot of winners who can, or you can say winners and leaders who would help calm the players down and settle them when things are not going well. Most of these players have not won a lot of trophies, and sometimes I think because they miss a personality who has the experience done that to calm their nerves, it shows. Mikel Arteta himself has not won a major trophy since the FA Cup in 2022, which was 6 years ago now, and it shows. Today's match, Arsenal attack were almost non-existent. Both their wingers were not really creating a lot of chances. Playing touched the ball 7 times in the first half. How do you expect to win a game or travel or challenge for the league when your winger has 7 touches? Your wingers are supposed to have a lot of touches so that to stretch the field of play, to create opportunity for your attacker to finish. But Arsenal's forward line seems to be nerfed. They don't seem to have the sort of killer instinct which is needed. Today, the pressure from the crowd, you could see it even reflect in the players. Gabriel was making some uncharacteristic mistakes, and Zubimendi for me didn't have one of the good games. There was a sequence where you could have passed the ball early to Gyökeres, but dwelled on it a bit, and the chance was gone. Arsenal here have their injuries with Saka and Odegaard missing out, but honestly, for a team that people say has the highest floor and they have the best squad depth and all that, they should be able to cope without them. If you have the best squad depth, you shouldn't look so out of sorts when the slight issues come. And as now it shows when they have faced a little bit of adversity, things don't seem to go on well because there's a lot of pressure. The media also plays a role in because everybody keeps saying the moment Arsenal is a match, everybody starts saying they are going to bottle it, they are going to bottle it. And I think until they finally get over the line, people are not going to stop using that tag on them, which is a bit of a shame, but that's what they have to do with. The fans are so frustrated that there's left some few seconds, but they all started leaving because they had seen enough. Yeah, their next match is against Manchester City, and the potential 9 point lead could be three by the after the match against Manchester City, and you know that's when the real pressure is on Arsenal. Arsenal statistically have one of the worst record when under Mikel Arteta in the month of April, where Man City have the best record against under Pep Guardiola in the month of April. And this also shows that it's easy to be called the best team in the world in the autumn and winter times when the trophies are not on the line. But when the trophies are on the line and you require your best players to step up, things don't seem to. That's when you need your players to step up. And it looks like those are the times when Arsenal struggle. Because consistently for the past 3 years, when it gets there, something always seems to happen that derails them from winning the league. And I don't know, honestly, I don't know if the fans can take it anymore with Mikel Arteta because the Arsenal have not fun to watch, and if you're not fun to watch, you're not delivering results. Really, I don't think fans will be that delighted to see you on the dugout because you, at some point, you end up getting all their lines. Like you always keep delivering. Yeah, this will be our year. This will be our year. This will be our year. Then when it gets to time, you always choke. When Man City didn't have their best season last year, they let Arne Slot Liverpool bypass them into the league. And your thing too is no football team is giving the God given right to any trophy. So when trophies come around, You need to put in your maximum effort to take it. And it looks like then this season therefore they missed out 2 trophies. The Carabao Cup may not be the most important trophies, and fans can say, "Oh yeah, it doesn't really matter if we win it or lose it." But honestly, a trophy is a trophy, no matter how small it is. A win against us, against Man City in that match could have really helped the team, could also given a psychological edge. But I ended up losing that match, and against Southampton, his rotations ended up coming to bite him back in the ass. And it looks like now Arsenal are just struggling. How do they even go from here, honestly? But credit to Bournemouth, they did what they're supposed to do. They frustrated Arsenal, they limited Arsenal's chances, and most of Arsenal's chances coming from set pieces or crosses. They didn't really have a lot of clear sights at goal. With Arsenal's goal scoring chance coming from a penalty, which was a penalty by the way. And so yeah, now Bournemouth are up in ninth and have a chance to potentially fight for Europe. But with us now, they have to hope that they are not one of their London rivals does them a favor in Chelsea. And I don't trust Chelsea to do that. I think Man City will be more motivated to win that match. And when I don't, Arteta's own mental health. I wonder how for him it feels like to keep trying every year. Then it looks like every year the style of play keeps getting worse, but the results don't keep improving. They have become hard to beat here. And this season they've lost only 5 games. No, now six, including the Bournemouth game. But the thing is, they've lost key games. If I'm sure if you are an Arsenal fan, if they could change those two of those losses with to replace any other 2 matches they had lost, they would gladly take it. For example, they went 8 from 8 in the Champions League. If you ask an Arsenal fan to maybe lose one of those matches in the Champions League and take the replace with a win against Man City in the Carabao Cup, they'll gladly bite off your hands. And so now I think with the other pressure, they'll probably go to the Etihad with the mentality of not to lose. What makes I think we feel. Mikel Arteta needs his players to be on the front foot, direct. But they can't keep going with this thing of side to side, back to side to side, because I don't know, static possession doesn't win you games. You need a lot of penetration for your players, and sadly, they don't have a forward line which I think can provide that consistently. So yeah, these are my thoughts on the game. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your thoughts on if Arsenal have officially bottled it or they have a chance of coming back.